Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Thank you, Western family. Everybody loves those cornflakes. And remember, we're all Western families. Now I'm back here with Maggie Finnan, and she gave us some very good points about her coaching philosophy. And I just got a couple of questions. What happens when you have one of your players who's kind of surly or just doesn't take instruction well? How do you deal with that?
Well, Steve, you always have that one player who just always gives you the attitude, but honestly, the best thing you can do is show that player that you're there for them and that Quidditch is a team sport and that there is no I in team and that you really have to be together as one. And basically what I do is, in order to try and get that family feel to a team, I try and do a lot of things outside of practices and games. And if somebody has an attitude or just doesn't want to, you kind of gotta keep bringing them, and you just gotta fake it till you make it until you get them to realize that we are a team and we are a family. And I've never had an athlete that hasn't broken and come into the family yet, so that's pretty much all we do.
Oh, excellent. Now, we've heard something about periodization plans. Do you have, what is your concept concerning periodization plans?
Well, periodization plans are a very important aspect for any sport and anything that involves physical activity. And really, if you're not sure what it is, a periodization plan is like a conditioning and nutrition plan for the whole year for your team. So you start off in like preseason and before the games and before the tournament and before your season starts, because Quidditch is more of a fall sport. So before the fall and before all that, that's when you really are starting to build the muscle and build the fitness and in-shapeness. Because once you reach the time where you start playing the games, you don't want your athletes to be still building up their strength and fitness. You want them to be at their prime fitness, where they are the most physically fit they can be. So a periodization plan is a plan for the whole year. So you start off way before the games start, and you focus on getting your athletes into shape, doing different things every day, every week, and then before your games, that's where you push the hardest, and then during your games is where you sort of take it easy in a way, where you just do stuff that maintains your physical fitness. You don't push for more. You focus on maintaining it, and you focus on your games. And then after your season is when you kind of relax. So you want your athletes to stay physically fit, but you don't want them to burn out. So a fun thing we like to do as a team is go out to tennis courts and play some tennis or play some dodgeball in the gym. Keep everyone active, but not burning them out. Everybody likes to have a little bit of fun and likes to be a little calm.
Okay, and along with periodization, do you deal with risk management? How does that affect you?
Well, especially when I was teaching younger kids in high school and in elementary, you really need to be careful with kids who are minors and stuff. And the thing about risk management is it's really a comfort, I realized, for parents to see that I have a plan in case of an injury, because when we travel, kids aren't with their parents, and their parents like to see that we have a plan in case something happens to their child. So a big thing that we do, me and all my other helpers, is that we always make sure that we have the contact information for all our parents, and that we have all the papers signed, insurance forms. And a big thing that you really have to make sure you get done is to have all these consent forms signed, because that's a big thing, to make sure that when you're traveling, or if you're traveling with kids, you have their parents sign, and you make sure that the parents know everything about it. And a big thing that's really important about risk management is if you're in the game and you're in the moment and it's a big finals and then somebody gets hurt, sometimes you're just excited and you're not really sure what's happening. So it's really important to have a plan and for everybody to know what the procedure is. so that you can handle it in the moment and not delay, and that the parents know that you're taking care of it and the kids can feel safe.
Well, that sounds very important. But we need to take another break here for our commercial, so stay tuned. Maggie will be right back after these messages.